Thank you. Today is the day my wife Ruth and I try to answer some of the questions you've been writing in. Of course, we can't answer all of your questions on the air, but we try to find letters that seem to be representative of what a lot of you folks are thinking about, and that way respond to as many of you as we can. Ruth, what's the first question?
It's a letter from a high school senior. Dear Dr. Peale, I would be ever so grateful if you could tell me how to gain self-confidence. I will graduate soon and must seek a job. I am scared and shy. No one will have confidence in my ability, for I cannot talk to strangers. Can you help me?
I understand, for I was myself scared and shy at your age. Tell you what, immediately begin changing your manner of thinking. Stop telling everyone, especially yourself, that you are scared and shy. Instead, form the habit of affirming that you are outgoing and courageous. People who say that thinking doesn't make it so are wrong, for the mind tends to accept as fact what you think if you make yourself mean it and keep emphasizing it. When doubts of yourself arise, cancel out the negative by strongly affirming a positive thought.
We'll be back in just a moment with another question. The next question begins, on more than one occasion you have advocated young marriages, mostly because of the vitality enjoyed during the late teens and early 20s. This sounds reasonable to a degree. However, when it comes to raising children, I don't go along with you. How can immature, still-growing parents possibly be able to give their children the necessary philosophical, moral, and religious training they require to be good citizens and full people?
Still growing parents are just the ones who can give proper training to children. True education is dynamic, and a child is very fortunate to grow up in an atmosphere of developing ideas. That tends to make a thinker of him. Anyway, nature meant that the young should give birth to and train the young. That's the way it is. And age does not necessarily imply maturity. In fact, older parents may be further removed from the world of the young and be less capable of rapport with the mind of youth. And this sometimes causes considerable friction. It's all to the good for parents and children to grow up together. Well, that's all the time we have. Ruth and I will be answering more of your questions next week. So if you have a problem you'd like to ask us about, please write me, Norman Vincent Peale, care of this station, and we'll get to your letter just as soon as possible.